Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful luxury or nothing dress. You can see this dress is very beautiful. It was made with suede and the designs, beadings and trimmings and all of that. So let's get into the drafting of this beautiful dress. So here is my pattern paper. So the first thing I want to do is to come down by 2.5 inch. This will give it the pointy shoulder effect. Okay, but I later ended up using 1 inch. So if you are making this dress, instead of the 2.5 inch I marked, just mark 1 inch, okay, to avoid it being too pointed. All right, so from that point you're going to come down by your waistline. This is not my dress, actually I'm making this for someone, so I marked 16 inch for the half length. Okay, so I'm going to place my tape again, and I'm going to come down by her chest line. Her chest line is 7.5 inch. After marking, I'm going to rule out a straight line across using my ruler. I'm going to label chest line and waistline. So I'm going to mark half of her shoulder circumference. I will do the same thing on the chest line. So I marked 7.5 for it, which is 15 inch for the shoulder. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'm going to divide what I have there. I'll mark the midpoint, then I'll go in by half inch. I'll mark quarter of the bust circumference on the chest line, then I'm going to connect the 3 dots to give me my armhole curve. Once I'm done with that, on the waistline, I'm going to mark half of the nipple to nipple, which is 3.5. Her nipple to nipple is 7 inch, so half of it is 3.5. I marked it on the waistline and on the chest line. So you connect the 2 dots in a straight line like so. After that, you're going to place your tape from the shoulder line, then come down by your bust point. I forgot to do this earlier on, so I marked 9.5 for it, and I will just connect like this and level. Okay, so you come down again here on the waistline, mark half an inch on both sides. This will serve as your dart intake. Okay, you connect like so. Now I'm going to mark quarter of the bust circumference plus 1.5 inch for allowance. Okay, so on the waistline you mark quarter of the waist circumference, you place the dart of 1 inch and mark your 1.5 inch for seam allowance. You add your 1.5 inch seam allowance, place your tape and place your ruler and connect like so. From the bust point I came down by 1.5 inch. This will serve as the bust tightening. You can also call it the bust dart. Okay, so I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 2.5 inch for the neck width. I'll also come down by 1.5 inch for the back neck depth and 3 inch for the front neck depth. So I'm going to connect the 2 points to give me my round neckline. Okay, so I'm going to use this pattern for back and front. Do you get? So after connecting, you can see the round neckline I have here. So if you are making a normal shoulder, we are supposed to go down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope, but we are not going to be doing that in this video because we are making a pointed sleeve. Okay, so what I did was to extend that line to the top. Okay, and I will go out by 1 inch. You can see I went outside by 1 inch, so I'm just going to connect like so. Okay, so after doing that, you're going to place your ruler like so in a slant manner and connect from there to your neck width. Remember I said you should just leave it at 1 inch. Okay, instead of you coming down at that 2.5 inch, just go down by 1 inch, because after making the dress I noticed the shoulder was so much pointed, so I had to reduce it by 1.5 inch, and I got the accurate size we have on this picture showing here. Okay, so now go ahead and do that, and you can see how I connected from that point to the armhole. All right, so now go ahead and cut it out. All right, just look at what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I want to do is to first cut the back neckline, which is the one we came down by 1.5 inch. Okay, you can see I stopped there. So the next thing I want to do now is to close up my dart. Okay, I'm going to close up my dart like this, and I will slash through the bust dart. Okay, I'll just use my scissors to open up that bust that, I'll stop it at the bust point. Then I'll also slash half of the nipple to nipple line, and I stopped at the bust point. So I just closed up the dart, then I went ahead to cover it up. So I'm also going to cover this one up as well. I'm going to cover this one, the normal dart. We are going to cover it up, use masking tape to hold it in a place. So this is what you will have after doing this. You will have something looking like this. Can you see? So now I'll label as front and back. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the sleeve. For the sleeve, I'll work with length 26. Okay, I'll work with length 26. So you're going to give 1 inch space on that upper part. Okay, you can see it's just 1 inch. Okay, so after that you're going to get your elbow length. My client's own is 11 and a half. So I'll just mark and I'll level like so. So after that, next thing I want to do is to place my tape like so. Then I'll come down by 3.5 inch for the cap height, but that is not really necessary because of the because of the kind of sleeve you're making. So you're going to divide your elbow round sleeve by 2. You mark whatever you have there. It's supposed to be 3 sleeve. Just go ahead and divide your sleeve by 2. You mark it and connect the 3 dots like so. Okay, just like this. So now after I was done with this, next thing I want to do now is to bring the pattern paper, that is the half length. I'll place my tape from that point. You're going to place your tape on the armhole, then measure what you have there. Okay, so after that, after taking measurement, I have 12 inch. Okay, so we're going to use the 12 inch for the cutting of the sleeve. Okay, so you just have to place it in a slant manner. You can see what I did here. You just place it whatever inch you have on your armhole half length, go ahead and mark it here. So you mark it on the sleeve and make a slant line. Okay, you make a slant line from there to the up, okay, or to the top. So you don't have to curve it in order to give you the accurate result of this exact pointed sleeve you're working with. So go ahead and cut it out. I've done that, and I've also go ahead and label. So when you attach, you're going to have something looking like this. This is what you will have after doing this. Okay, so I am going to use this velvet material for the body of the dress. This is the bead. I bought one pack. Is glass bead, and I also have the beading needle. I have this blue bead, I forgot the name. I also have this fancy, I will just call it trims. Okay, so I'm going to be using all this for the designs. Okay, so guys, in my next tutorial we're going to be learning how to join all the pieces together, how to stitch this dress, how to make this beautiful luxury unknotted dress. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss that, kindly hit on the subscribe button.